Don Burns couldn't wait for the bodega market to officially open, so he stopped by the day before to check out the little necessities it stocks that have been hard to find downtown.
They're just not down here, but now there will be.
Maybe a quick snack or something to quench your thirst. The bodega is Lakeland's only corner store, the first to open in years. It hopes to lure a growing population of folks who live downtown, offering them convenience.
You don't have to get in a car and go all the way to the south side to go and get a half pint of milk. Now you're going to get it all here. You're going to get food. You're going to get coffee.
Along with the urban set, the bodega is trying to lure Latinos with the brands and food they love.
It's growing. The Hispanic community is growing a lot.
Johansi Santana and her husband should know. They're Latinos themselves.
The Santanas are well known in the community. 8 years ago, they opened up the deli and coffee shop right next door.
As a business owner, I can think on this side, but I also have to understand.
It's always a hopping place, serving up Cubans, cafe con leche, all with a personal touch.
She's already a downtown staple. Everyone loves her, and she brings such energy to downtown already.
An energy she hopes people now experience here as well.
The bodega market is going to open Saturday, the same day as the Saturday market, when you'll have a lot of people out in the streets and able to check it out. Back to you.
Oh, you show me a local coffee shop and I'll be inside real quick. Super Bowl Sunday just around the corner. Actually, at this point, it's pretty much within sight. We're going to hear from both starting quarterbacks as they get ready to make history in the desert. Plus, he's been in the Bucs Ring of Honor since 2019. Now, Rondé Barber gets the call to the Hall. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio will soon display the bust of this Buccaneers legend who spent 16 seasons in the red and pewter. The outpouring of well wishes to Rondé Barber next.
Well, exciting news for folks in Sarasota. The circus is back in town, although down there it never really leaves, does it? Tonight at 7, Circus Sarasota kicks off its 25th anniversary show at Nathan Benderson Park. It features tight wire acrobats and other feats of courage, strength, and ability. Tickets start at just $15, and that show runs through March 5th.
And if you love water sports, you'll really get a kick out of this. The Bradenton Area River Regatta returns this weekend for its 8th year. It features some incredible boats racing at speeds over 120 miles an hour. You'll find activities in Palmetto and Bradenton all day long. Food and drinks will also be available, and a musically choreographed drone light show is planned for the evening. So lots of fun this weekend. What do you think? Good regatta weather?
Yeah, so. The only thing I can say, it's not going to rain, I mean, all the time. In fact, most of the time, it'll be dry. The wind could be a factor. Today was really, not good boating weather at all. Today, we had winds southwest 20 for a time. So, small craft, use caution if you're out there. Gusty winds behind the cold front on Sunday, too. Look outside. Sunset coming up in about a half hour or so. 77 degrees. The wind today more off the Gulf, so it was kind of kept in check right along the coast, but inland, as expected, a whole bunch of mid-80s. Judging by that sky, you can kind of tell how things are kind of lining up. It should be a fantastic sunset tonight. And, of course, it's the Friday night. A lot of folks are out and about. Already on the beach, people are lined up, kind of looking to the west, getting set for that good sunset. 74 degrees on the Bayshore. Southwest winds at 15 miles an hour. And we're looking live St. Augustine, where it's just kind of rainy and kind of miserable. They're closer to the front. So they have rain up that way. And it was a very wet night up in the Panhandle last night. Tallahassee got soaked. Now some of the rain is impacting St. Augustine. Great spot to visit, by the way. 69 degrees. Boy, what a month. 10 days in the books and 10 days in red. Running about 6 degrees above average per day. That's a lot. We'll briefly go below average, I think Sunday, maybe into Monday. But we talked about this back in January. That's judging how kind of the jet stream is going to configure itself. We were pretty sure this would be an above average month. And I mean, it's going to be tough not to be, just based on the first 10 days. Again, 82 the high, 69 the low. We'll start getting cooler on Sunday. Clouds are bubbling up over the state. All of this is because of heating. Later tomorrow, this massive weather will start going through, and along that boundary, some pretty decent rain. Again, a kind of rainy day up in the Panhandle, raining all the way along I-10. Rain is ending New Orleans. Another round of rain impacting Tallahassee. There's some rain up by Perry. There's some rain up by Jacksonville. And then inland, watching showers and thunder showers kind of pop up, and they're moving to the north and northeast. Get some rain east of Wauchula, then some rain up and down 27, kind of heading up towards Lake Wales. That's kind of scooting along. Not much, if anything, along our coastal counties. Rain near Leesburg, a little rain passing by Polk City. Everything is moving northeast, and you can see where the front is. Gainesville 79. Tallahassee 66. Dew points are pretty high in the mid to upper 60s, the south and southwest wind. So tonight, pretty easy, just warm and humid. Later tonight, there could be some showers in our northern counties. Then tomorrow, I want to stress, it's not going to rain all day. There could be a couple of rounds of showers moving by. It's going to be kind of a day to just kind of watch radar trends. And then by later tomorrow night, there'll be a second round of rain going by. That'll pass by, and then Sunday morning, windy and cooler, and then Sunday itself, we'll have temperatures staying in the 60s. So certainly a whole different kind of weather feel on Sunday than we'll have tomorrow. Tomorrow's still kind of muggy. Sunday, just kind of not I'm saying a wintry feel, but certainly a little chill in the air with temperatures in the mid-60s. Some of the storms tomorrow night could be strong to severe, especially north of Tampa Bay. The models are really aggressive with rain. More rain up in the Panhandle, maybe a half inch or so around Tampa Bay. That makes sense. And, of course, there's been buzz about potential snow up in the Carolinas. This is probably a little bit too aggressive, but certainly the mountains of North Carolina could get a pretty good snowfall, maybe a couple of areas, grassy areas getting rain north of Georgia, maybe up by Clemson and Greenville, South Carolina, getting some accumulating snow. So temperatures dropping Sunday and Monday, behind the front going back up as you move into Wednesday and Thursday. Maybe another front going by on Friday. And the dew points obviously will plunge. So dry air, low humidity coming in Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. It turns more humid again Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The long-range outlook, the 6 to 10-day outlook, it's more heat in the east and more chill in the west. Pretty much the theme of the entire winter. Warm, humid, shower storms late, especially north of Tampa Bay, 69. Now, tomorrow, still kind of breezy. Showers and thunder showers developing and still windy. There'll be a period of showers tomorrow night. There may be some low clouds around Sunday morning coming in off the Gulf. Then much cooler. We'll stay in the 60s. And once we get through all that action over the weekend, it gets nice and quiet next week with sunshine Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and temps heading back for the 80s. Hey, Sean.
Hey, Paul, thank you. Well, maybe you were surprised by the news, or maybe you thought, about dang time. Regardless, Bucs fans can breathe a sigh of relief because one of the franchise's all-time greats, Rondé Barber, is finally and rightfully heading toward enshrinement in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. At the annual NFL honors last night, the Hall of Fame class of 2023 was announced, and including Barber, who spent all 16 of his seasons in the NFL here in Tampa Bay. And for Rondé, and maybe some Bucs fans too, the wait is finally over, because Barber has been up for enshrinement for 6 years now and has been a finalist for the last 3. Meanwhile, taking to Twitter last night to congratulate Rondé was his former babysitter, who just so happened to grow up to become a Super Bowl winning head coach. That in the middle is Bruce Arians. Yes, BA with Rondé and twin brother Tiki way back in 1977. And Arians tweeted this picture last night and said that he couldn't be more proud. Man, that is a cool memory for both of them. And if some of you are still rocking those number 12 Bucs jerseys and you have any delusions that Tom Brady is indeed coming back, I hate to burst your bubble, but here I go anyway. Today, it is reported that Brady officially filed a letter with the NFL and the Players Association confirming his February 1st retirement, officially making him eligible for the Hall of Fame in 2028. It also means the Bucs are on the hook for $35 million in dead cap space next year. That has got to hurt. Out in the desert, meanwhile, we're about 49 hours away from kickoff in Super Bowl 57 between the Chiefs and Eagles. Both teams wrapping up their week of practice in Arizona before Sunday's kickoff. And as good as they've been all season, you've got to look at the Eagles maybe like a little bit of an underdog. After all, this is a far cry, this team is, at least, from the team that won it all back in 2016, as Nick Sirianni proves that he is the team's long-term answer at head coach, and quarterback Jalen Hurts looks to prove that he is the present and the future of this franchise. Hurts also knows that there will be many eyes on him Sunday and looks forward to winning over any doubters.
They save up all their money to watch this one game, and that's a weekly thing, whether you're playing for, regardless of what team you're playing for. So every time I go out there, I want to give it my all to everyone that's watching, that kid that's watching, wherever they're from, put on a show for them and give them something that they can look up to and be encouraged by.
Meanwhile, the Chiefs are playing in their 3rd Super Bowl in 4 years, looking for their 2nd title over that span. This team really does already have you might want to anoint, or a lot of people, they're really trying to anoint quarterback Patrick Mahomes as one of the best all time already, and he's still so young. But he also knows that Eagles defensive front, they're not going to just hand him that title. They're going to bring the pressure, and he has to play mistake-free.
They've done a great job, especially in the playoffs, of causing negative plays, and turnovers are usually what win and lose a football game. And so for us, we understand it's going to be a great challenge through and through, but the defensive line is a special group, and so I'd probably say that.
You got to hand it to them. They are on quite a streak right now. And, of course, Fox 13 has you covered Sunday. All the coverage right here on Fox 13. Kickoff at about 6:30, but coverage is going to last throughout the day and throughout the night. Sports director Scott Smith will be here to break down any action after the game. And I'm looking forward to this one, guys. It should be fun.
Yeah, and hopefully a close game, good game.
That's what we all want. The Bucs aren't in it. We just want to watch a good game.
Exactly. Absolutely. All right, thanks.
Yep.
Still ahead. This Tampa home may not be brand new, but it almost looks like it. And it's all thanks to a city grant program. We'll tell you all about it and introduce you to the very first recipient right after the break.
Ford F-150.
Finally this hour, what's old is new again for a local homeowner.
The West Tampa Community Redevelopment Agency just gave his house a major makeover through a new program. It's called the Residential Exterior Improvement Grant Program, and it offers eligible households a matching grant of up to $25,000 to fix the exterior of their homes. Some of the improvements include roof and HVAC repairs, exterior painting, and window replacement. The CRA awarded its first grant to Hernando, a lifelong Tampa resident. Badahi says he feels grateful and blessed, and he'll recommend it to anyone who needs help with improvements.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm just, happy that it got done, as quickly as it did. I'm really pleased and satisfied with the results.
This is a phenomenal example of keeping people who have lived in West Tampa for many years to be allowed to stay in their homes.
The West Tampa Community Redevelopment Agency plans to approve 4 more applications by the end of the month. Residents can apply through the city's website.
Wow, the house looks great too. Great work by the CRA, and hope Hernando enjoys his new home.
That does it for us tonight at 5.
The Fox 13 6 o'clock news starts right now.
Yeah, I think they were given no other option given the set of circumstances that they were thrown into.
Yep, that's right. Now at 6, a chaotic call leads Hernando deputies to open fire on a domestic violence suspect, hitting him and his victim. Why the sheriff says his team had no choice but to act.
It's very comforting to know that they were side by side.
A Central Florida couple now confirmed to be among those killed in the devastating earthquakes in Turkey. What their best friend now says about the loss he and so many others are now feeling.
Florida is not a sanctuary city.
These immigrants are human beings.
Hot button issues sailing through approval in the Florida legislature. What's next for Disney's Reedy Creek and a bill designed to keep undocumented migrants out of Florida?
From Tampa Bay's #1 news station, this is the Fox 13 6 o'clock news.
Good evening and welcome tonight. I'm Mark Wilson.
And I'm Allie Corey. Thanks for being with us. No choice. That's what the sheriff says about this video here of a Hernando County deputy firing at a domestic violence suspect. This happened back on January 29th, and the body camera video was just released. 2 people were shot. Fox 13's Evan Axelbank has more from the sheriff's office.
Guns, alcohol, and domestic violence led deputies to race to the scene. Just 20 seconds after they got there, the sheriff says they had no choice but to open fire.
Dashcam video shows deputies racing to a house on Cobb Road in Brooksville. They converged and got into position. The suspect, Tracy Lemaster, was on top of the woman.
Hey, drop the gun. Lemaster obviously refuses to comply and is heard at least 5 times in that call. Just shoot me, just shoot me.
Indeed, deputies say they had no choice but to do just that after Lemaster pointed the gun at them. They fired 14 times, hitting the suspect, but also the victim.
I think they were given no other option given the set of circumstances that they were thrown into.
The sheriff says the deputies used tourniquets to try and stop the bleeding.
I'm very proud of the bravery that they showed and how quickly they went from having to use deadly force to rendering aid.
Both the victim and suspect are expected to survive, with the victim already released from the hospital. The suspect is still being treated, but is expected to be out soon to face a battery of charges, including aggravated assault. It turns out his gun was jammed.
Which really was fortunate for the deputies because he might have been able to get a couple rounds off aimed at them before they were able to return fire.
The victim's name is not being released because of Marcy's law, nor is her relationship to the suspect. While the FDLE completes their investigation, the sheriff says the deputies will be placed on administrative leave. In Hernando County, Evan Axelbank, Fox 13 News.
Evan, thanks. Now the